paleontologic remnants that were found of an ancient fish, it shows the fish having finger-like bone structures inside of its fins, and evolutionists say that this is a prime example of a fish transitioning from fish to land animal. But in reality, they just use this in order to glide through the water, and it contains a axial. The fingers connect to the axial skeleton, which allow it to have the fins to be lighter and not so weighing it down, so it can glide better through the water. And we have never seen today. Nobody has ever seen a transition from this fish to any kind of land animal. I mean, we didn't even discover this fish until 1938, and evolutionists believe that it was extinct for the past 135 million years, according to a reputable website known as Creation. And just like the Archaeopteryx, which was stated by Baptist Press News, they stated that there is no such transition we see today between these ancient extinct birds and the birds we see today.
Then we have point 2, which is talking about Noah's flood and polystrate fossils. A polystrate fossil is a fossilized tree that is vertical and goes through several layers of rock. With the flood, there would have been a lot of rocks and mud and water just washing everything around, so it could have uprooted the trees and set them down somewhere else, or just covered them in mud. According to Derek Ager, who is a professor of geology, found a polystrate fossil and determined that if some British coal measures were laid down in 10 million years, it would have taken 100,000 years to bury a 32-foot tall tree. 100,000 years to bury a 32-foot tall tree. That doesn't make sense. By the time it would have gotten like at least halfway, the tree would have crumbled. So there's no way for like each layer to just go down without the tree dying at one point. But we have a polystrate fossil actually in Tennessee, and it's completely covered and the whole tree is still in there. And the only way to explain that is by a lot of mud just coming down over at one time. We see in the Mount St. Helen eruption, it uprooted a lot of trees and threw them all into the lake next to it, and a bunch of scientists discovered that the trees ended up rerooting into the ground like in a normal way, and there's an entire system of trees down there. They didn't just like fall to the bottom, they like set themselves back up. So if the flood had happened, then that would have been possible for the trees to reroot themselves. Not where not in life's location, but in life's position. So meaning they would have been able to continue life, just not where they were originally, like where they originated from. And that is from a reputable website known as the Institute for Creation Research.